I just do this.
Hello everyone, today I want to show you how I installed pop-up dogs onto my face vise and onto the top of my bench so that I can use it to hold large and awkwardly shaped objects. For the jaw face, I'm using a chunk of walnut that I had milled with a chainsaw several years ago. And I'm going to plane two sides so that they become perpendicular, and I'm going to use those two perpendicular sides to square up the rest of it using a miter saw and a table saw. This piece of wood is 5 inches tall, and the travel on my drill press is only 2 inches or so. So I had to drill from both sides to make the holes for the pop-up dogs. And even then, I couldn't get it all the way through, and I had to use my drill driver to finish the job. I wanted the metal vise to be recessed inside of the wooden jaw, so I first traced the outline of the metal vise, and then I defined the edges with a chisel. And then I used a router to do most of the work. It removed about ½ inch of material. And then I went and finished off with some hand tools to get a nice and clean finish. I put the wooden jaw into the vise to locate the position of the 2 bolts that are going to hold the wooden jaw to the metal vise. I took care not to drill all the way through. I then drilled the hole all the way through using a smaller drill bit, just enough to help me center the Forstner's bit for a recess hole for the bolt head. Even though I drilled a 3/4 inch hole and I bought 3/4 inch dowel rods from the big box store, the dowel rods are not going to fit the first time through, so I trimmed them down using a plane and some sandpaper. I also notched the dowel rod so that one side of it is flat. In case you're wondering, these are just regular push-up latches. I simply used a sander to remove the flanges that are used to hold the screw. I screwed a couple of pieces of wood onto the bottom side of the vise jaw so that the pop-up latch has something to push against. Once the pop-up dogs on the face vise were completed, I used them to make a template to position 2 more sets of pop-up dogs on my workbench. This template also helps me to drill perpendicular into the bench top. I drilled about an inch into the bench top with the template. Then I used the bench top as a guide to help me drill straight down. The bench top is 2 inches thick, so I kept drilling until the tip of the spade bit can be felt on the underside. Then I completed the drilling from the underside. Well guys, I actually completed this project about 6 months ago. Since then, I have been testing these pop-up dogs, and I can tell you that I found these to be extremely strong and versatile. They are such a pleasure to use because they are immediately available whenever I need them, and hidden away when I don't. So I hope you enjoy the project, and see you next time.